of delivery banking services have shown higher growth in recent years. So which model has shown higher growth in recent years? Which model? Who can tell me? So which model? I'll give you the options also. See this. Branch banking, ATM, website, internet, mobile banking, phone banking, etc. See the answer is also given. It is C. Website, internet, and mobile banking. During the COVID time, right? Everyone, are you there with me? During the COVID time, COVID, okay, universal bank combine of. What is this universal banking? It combines what? Who can give me the answer? Commercial, I have not given the answer over here deliberately. Commercial, investment, retail, and all of the above. Can anyone give me the answer? Universal banking consists of what? Correct. Who's this? Kishore. Very good. Very good. Okay. All of the above. All of the above is the answer. Okay. So universal banking consists of commercial banking, investment banking, retail banking, all of the above. All of the three are included in universal banking. It means what? Universal. All types of bankings. Okay. Next one. Which of the following groups of development increase the scope of retail banking business in India? So, which group has increased the scope? Strong economic fundamentals, growing urban population, high disposable income, and high taxes. Now, look at this. There is a very thin line in this, very thin difference. Okay. Strong economic fundamentals, growing urban population, high disposable income, and high tax rate. Second, emergence of new customer segment. Then, growing urban population, high disposable income, strong economic fundamentals. B. C1, rise in growth in service industry, growth in urban population, higher disposable income, strong economic fundamentals, declining growth rate of manufacturing. Next, all of the above. So which is the right answer over here? See, our answer is given as B over here. B. Okay. Answer is given as B over here. Can anyone explain me, is B the correct answer or wrong? Is B the correct answer or wrong? Why? Strong economic fundamentals, growing urban, high disposable. These are also the factors. Why not A? Why not A? Why B? Why not A? What is the problem with A? Who can give me? Who can give me? The problem with A. What is the main problem with A? There is one main problem with A. The main problem with A is, anyone can tell me? What is the main problem with A? A option. See, here in exam you'll get, yes, who's this? Kishore. Very good. What about others? Only one answer I'm getting. What about others? Others are not answering. What is, yeah? So, correct. High tax is the problem. High tax rate. High tax rate cannot be the driving engine. What is the problem in C then? C. What is the problem in C? What is the problem in C? Everything is right. Rise in growth, service industry, growing urban, high disposable income, strong economic fundamentals. Then what is the problem with C? Decline. Very good. Very good. Decline. Declining growth rate of manufacturing. That is the problem. Declining growth rate will never give you the growth of any retail banking. Okay, so answer is B. Very good. Good going. Okay. Next one. Which of the following develop group of developments increase the scope? This is done or what? Done. B fundamentals. Yeah, this done. Okay. Next one. The highest amount of retail assets of banking system in India come from which of the following as per RBI data? So retail assets in banking system comes from which of the following? Highest amount of retail assets in banking comes from credit cards, auto loans, consumer loans, and housing loans. Look at the answer. Answer is D. This answer, this question bank, I'm going to share it with you. Tomorrow I'll be giving this question bank to you all guys. Okay, those who are in the class, I'll be sharing it with you. This question bank. I'm just changing some of the questions because some of them are new ones which have to be added. So I'll share it tomorrow. Okay. So answer is D, housing loan. Okay. This question bank is very important for you. Remember, this question bank is very important. Okay. Which is the most costly mode of offering retail banking services of the following? Costly mode. Which is the most costly mode? Telephone, ATM, branch, and internet. Of course, answer is everyone knows this. Which is the most costly mode? Costly mode is branch, always. Branch will always be costlier because of huge income, means expenses are huge in the branch, right? So costliest mode is branch. Which is the cheapest mode? Cheapest mode, telephone, ATM, internet banking, all these three common A, B, and C are commonly cheap. Okay. The banks have adopted the following business approach in retail banking: SBU, then departmental, integrated, and generalized. In the morning, we saw this, right? Banks have adopted which of the model? SBU, departmental, integrated, and generalized. Is there anything called a generalized? No. In the morning, we saw it: departmental, integrated, SBU, right? Integrated is used for small banks. Remember, integrated model is used for small banks. Okay. Departmental is generally used in nationalized banks. Okay. And SBU is mainly used in new age private banks and foreign banks. Okay. So A to C all. Answer is D. A to C all. Okay. Then integrated among adopted any of the following. Let me see. Huh. Public sector banks generally adopt the following approach in retail banking. So SBO foreign, departmental is public sector. So answer is B over here. Okay, got it? Answer is B. Correct. Simple one. See here, these questions come in exam. Huh? Remember, these questions are there in exam. You might feel that means these seem to be easy, but in exam they seem to be tough. The foreign banks and the new private banks adopt which of the following models? SBU, departmental, integrated, and generalized. So answer is A. A. Okay. Remember, there is no model called a generalized approach. There is no model. There are only three models: strategic, departmental, and integrated. Okay. There are only three models. Next one. Which of the following business approach for retail banking has advantage of clear focus and business objective? Which model is clear focus? SBU, departmental, integrated, and generalized. So answer is A, SBU. Definitely remember, you'll get a question on this. SBU approach, you'll definitely get one question on SBU. Okay? Because this is a presently in retail banking, this is the flavor. Okay, most like flavor in banking nowadays. Okay, all the banks are focusing on SBU approach. Okay, chalo, let's move on with today's topic. Revision over for today. Let's move on with today's topic. Those who are on YouTube, kindly join the class ASAP. Okay, because in the class we take daily revision like this. Chalo, today's topic is this: retail versus corporate. One sec. Retail versus corporate. So let's start. See here, retail versus corporate banking. So what is the basic difference between retail banking and corporate banking? In corporate banking, small number of customers. Look at this. Okay, in corporate banking, we have small number of customers. Whereas in retail banking, mobilization of deposits from individuals. So large number of customers. Narrow client base, lending to small business and retail local market. Now see here, you don't compare this with this. One with one, two with two, it's nothing like that. Corporate banking is given separate, retail is given separate. Small number of customers, narrow client base, large value transactions. See, the value of transactions in corporate banking is huge. One transaction of Reliance is equal to 100 branches transaction together. Okay. So large value of transactions, large number of transactions. Even corporate banking has huge number of transactions. Okay. Internet banking, interbank transactions, large sum of money. Money involved is also huge. Interbank markets. Okay, interbank markets mean there are within the bank also these within the bank between the banks also there are transactions under this corporate banking. This comes under LC. Interbank means this is an LC transaction. Funds for business undertakings. So business undertakings means basically for business running the business. This is a part of corporate banking. Okay, low cost of processing. So definitely the cost will always be low in corporate banking. Okay, bank has lower spreads. Now this is the problem. Bank has lower spreads means the margin in corporate banking is very less, very less. Okay, why? Because the customer in the corporate banking knows what is the profit. Okay, so that's why the customer does not let the bank earn in corporate banking. Whereas in retail banking, if you look at it, mobilization of deposits from individuals, individual persons. So that's why the volume will be huge. Lending to small business and retail local markets, lending to small business and retail local markets. Okay, large volume and low value transactions. Low value. Look at this. In your branch also, you might be seeing many of the customers come and deposit 1000 rupees, 500 rupees, 200 rupees in the branch. So these are low value transactions and high volume. That is the basic thing about retail banking. Whereas in corporate, it's nothing like that. Okay. Liabilities are mostly related to various types of deposit accounts. So various deposit accounts are the main business in retail banking. Loan portfolio is dominated by consumer loans. Consumer loans means this is the because high processing cost. Because why? Because the customer base is high, huge. That's why the cost will be huge. But there is one advantage also in retail banking. The biggest advantage is the spread is high. Spread is high means the retail customer does not understand the difference between all these business angles. Okay, so that's why you can charge somewhat more to the retail customers. The margin can be high over here. Okay, and one more point is there in corporate banking. The NPAs are more. It is not given over here. NPA, NPA more. Here NPA less. Retail banking NPAs are less. Very important difference. Okay, NPAs are less. Why? Because the risk is spread over a large customer base. Okay. Retail banking is a visible face of the banking to general public with bank branches located in abundance in most cities. Okay. So retail banking is a visible face. All the customers know the bank through the retail banking. Corporate banking on the other hand works directly with businesses to provide loans, credit, savings account and checking accounts. Now what is this checking account? This word is new to many of you. Checking account. Checking account means current account. Remember, checking account means current account. Okay. There is one slight difference between this checking account word. Okay. Under checking account word, they say that the customer need not enter cash transactions. Means cash need not be withdrawn. No cash. No cash. Okay. In checking accounts. This concept has come from USA. In USA, you have the checking accounts. Okay. Many of the private sector banks, new private sector banks, have the checking accounts now. They say no cash. Does any of your bank have the checking account system with you now, up till now? Type yes if you have seen the checking account system in your bank. Everyone, those who are watching on YouTube, you can also type. Does any of your bank have checking account system? Because this is a new system coming up in the banking. We know current account, but we don't know checking account, right? And these questions are asked in JAIIB. Checking account is something new which is coming up. Okay. Here no cash transactions are allowed in checking account. Okay, they charge you fine if you don't maintain the balance. Here the rule for checking accounts is very simple. The rule for checking accounts is you can maintain zero balance account. Zero balance, no minimum balance, no MAB, nothing, nothing. Only the condition is you should not withdraw cash or deposit cash. All the money should come from online and go online. That is the basic rule of checking account. Next one. Difference in customer base. The most common and evident difference between retail and corporate banks is the customer base, right? Retail banks have large customer base, whereas corporate banks are limited to few clients, like mid and small companies, right? So, retail customers will be huge. You might be saying in your branch also, sir, why did this 20 rupees go? Why did this 15 rupees go? Where is my 7? You told 7% interest. This is not coming out to be 7%. I want to deposit 200 rupees. I want to withdraw 300 rupees. These are all retail customers. Whereas corporate clients, these are totally different. They don't look about the minor amounts. Okay, the transactions are huge because there are few clients. One Reliance is equal to almost 1 lakh retail customers. Okay, one Reliance is equal to 1 lakh retail customers. Okay, so that is the difference. Transactions. Retail bank involves limited transaction value. Now look at this. Important word over here is value. Okay, there is this. Yeah. Limited transaction value. The amount is lesser, whereas corporate banking lends massive amounts, huge amounts, okay, of money to the business clients. Therefore, transactions involved in retail and corporate banks significantly differ. Okay. Processing and operating costs. Multiple branches, locations, and large staff add to retail banks' operations and processing cost. Right? Because that's why the cost is huge. Because we require branches, we require staff, everything is required in retail banking. Whereas in corporate, limited services. Limited means only few. Loans, LC, then current account, some of them, that's it. You have few office locations, very few office locations. Okay. As a result, it affects in lowering of the cost, low operating cost. Okay. Risk involved. Retail more spread, corporate concentrated. Now, what I mean by this? See this. The point over here, which is mentioned over here, is here. If I'm having 1 crore rupees over here, 1 crore. I gave you the example in the morning, right? In retail, what will I do? I'll lend it to 1,000 customers. And in corporate, what will I do? I'll lend it to one customer only. 1,000 customers. Here I'll lend it to only one customer. So what is the chance? One customer becoming NPA is a huge chance. 1,000 customers becoming NPA is a lesser chance. Okay, so that's why this retail banking, the risk is more spread. Risk is more spread. Okay, so that's why the chances of NPA are less. Less NPA, you can write it. Less NPA. And here it is high NPA. Chances are more. Got it? Everyone, those who are watching on YouTube, kindly download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Okay, so download it right now. Now, various banking models. Now, what are these models here? In the morning, we saw something. Okay, we saw some. What was that horizontal? SBU approach. That was called as approach. Now, look at this. Whatever I'm telling you, kindly pay attention. Okay, that was basically approach. Here we are talking of models. Now, models means which models? These are called as implementation models. Implementation. This actual word to this is implementation models. Okay, these are called as implementation models. Definitely questions will be there on these four models. Definitely be sure about this. Okay, yeah, definitely the questions will be there. Horizontal, here I'll give you one by one. horizontally organized model, vertically organized model, predominantly horizontally organized model, predominantly vertically organized model. Definitely you'll get these questions. Horizontally organized, vertically organized, predominantly horizontally, predominantly vertically. Okay. So what are these models? Now let's look at this. Okay. This. You again have this topic somewhere else also in module number C, I think so. Yeah, we are having this same model. Now, what do you mean by this? Look at this. Horizontally organized. What do you have in this? Now keep it very simple. Horizontally organized means this is a department approach. Department. Okay. Here the customer database sharing. I'll write it over here. Huh? I'll remove this star mark. Here the customer database sharing, data sharing, data plus process sharing, okay, mainly customer data. Here horizontally organized model, the customer data sharing is 0%. Means home loan department acts separately, personal loan acts separately, credit card acts separately, savings account acts separately, current account separately. Means what? The saving account team or department does not speak to home loan team or home loan department. Personal loan department does not speak to saving current account department. So the customer database of all of them are separate. Savings account, they are doing it separately. Current account doing separately. So each one have their own customer database. Each one. Now, is this good? Okay. Tell me over here. Okay. First, I'll give you the comparison. Then tell me which is the best model. Okay. One is horizontally, I told you, 0% data sharing. The best one or the second one is, which I'll give you now, is vertically organized. Vertically organized. Look at this. Vertically. Again, this vertically organized model means here all the departments, home loan, personal loan, savings account, current account, customer, credit card, all these departments, they have a common database. So what happens now? See here, earlier in this, suppose if home loans had, let's say, 100 accounts, 100 customers, personal loan 100 customers, credit card 100. So each one was dealing in 100. Now here what has happened? Common database. So these all these 100 will come in common to all of them. Now home loan will have how many clients? 300. Personal loan will have how many clients? 300. This credit card will have how many clients? 300. Savings account will have 300. So all of them are having the common database. So that's why in vertically organized model, remember the data sharing is 100%. Okay, 100%. Okay. Now you guys tell me, which one is the best model? Is horizontally organized the best model for banking or vertically organized the best model for banking? What do you think, guys? You type in the comment section, YouTube guys, okay? And those who are in the class, type in the comment section over here. Which is the best model, horizontally organized or vertically organized? Right? Who's this? Yeah. Correct, Jaya. Others. Vertically organized model is the best model. Remember, vertically organized model is the best model. Why? Because 100% data sharing is there, and this is the model which all the banks should follow. Should follow. See here, I'm not saying all are following. They should follow. Okay, because now I'll be giving you the questions also in the question bank which I have given. You'll see the questions. Okay. So now this horizontally organized is 0% data sharing. Vertically organized is 100% data sharing. And now comes this PH and PV. See this PH, predominantly horizontally. Some customer database means almost we'll say 30%. And predominantly vertically means it is nearer to this. So it is almost 70%. So this is the first lowest model. See here, this is the lowest one. This is the second, a bit higher than this. This is the third, a bit higher, and this is the best model, fourth. Okay. So always remember, horizontally organized is not the model to be followed. But even today, in the exam, you will get the question. This nationalized banks follow which model? So the answer is horizontally organized. Now you guys only tell me, everyone, in your bank, whichever team, whichever department you are working, whichever department, do you share the data with other departments? Do you share the data with other departments? Suppose if you are working in clearing, do you share the data of the clearing accounts which have come, some other banks checks which have come, or the RTGS? Nowadays, RTGS is the best thing. In RTGS, you are getting the details of all the customers, of all the other customers also. So, do you share the data with your colleagues, sales team? Suppose if you are working in clearing, you are working in cash, you get some new customer who has deposited some cash. Do you share that data with that sales team that see, this is a list of the clients which I am having, kindly go and call them so that there will be new business generated to the bank, right? We don't share it. Do you share it, everyone? Do you share it with your sales team and other departments? No, I think so. We don't share it, right? Because that is the problem. We have to share the data. Remember. So in exam point of view, from exam point of view, remember these are the four models: horizontally organized, vertically organized, predominantly horizontally, and predominantly vertically. We are having this again in module C. We'll be studying it. Okay. Next one. Assumptions about customers in retail. The need requirements of the customers for financial services are unique. Each customer is different in retail. Okay. Each customer is different. Customers can be broadly grouped together based on the need pyramid. Now, what is need pyramid? Again, you'll get this question of need pyramid. What is need pyramid? We are having it over here. See, this is need pyramid. This is known as Maslow's hierarchy. Maslow's need hierarchy. What is Maslow's need hierarchy? Remember, it starts with physiological needs, then security safety, then social needs, then esteem needs, and last one is self actualization. So these are the five categories of needs. Physiological means what? When you're, I'll give you a simple example. Okay. When you went into the bank, when you came into the bank, okay, when you gave that entrance exam, then you had interviews, right? At that time, when they asked you in the interview, they might have asked you, are you ready to work in any department of the bank? What did you say at that time? Are you ready to work in any department or any place? Are you ready to shift from this one city to another? At that time, what did you say? At that time, I'll tell you, you said yes, 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 no problem in that. Yes, 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 right? All of you said yes, right? Because that was physiological need. Physiological means you needed that job. You needed the job at that time. So that is physiological. Okay. So similarly, customers also do the same way. Then afterwards, what happens? Once safety needs means you pass on almost 1 year in the bank. Then what happens? You speak to other colleagues of yours. Then you have union, you have various teams. Then comes the separate thing. Then if the bank asks you, "Are you ready to go in another city now?" Then your answer is what? Physiological. You said, all of you said yes. After 1 year or 2 years pass in the bank, then the bank asks you, "Are you ready to shift?" No, 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 not possible. I am having this, I am having that, I am having this reason, that reason, right? So physiological, everyone is okay with everything. But afterwards, security, safety, a bit higher. Somebody has earned a bit. Okay. So afterwards, after that comes social needs. There the person feels I am having some, let's say, 7 years experience in banking now. Let's say I'm having 7 years banking experience. So I'm having some salary. So what will I do? Social needs. People will see me. People should call me. Yes, this guy is a rich guy, or this guy is working in a bank. So I'll have a car. So up to physiological or safety needs, I won't have a car. In social needs, I'll have a car. My television will be 52 inches. YouTube television, right? All that new televisions nowadays, 52 inches, and what do you call it? LCD, thousand names are there. Okay, so I'll have a car at that time, LCD TV. Then comes what happens. I spent almost 10, 12, 15 years in the banking. Okay, then I go to some higher level. Yeah, smart TV. Then I go to some higher level. Esteem needs, esteem. Then what do I say? Oh, I am the senior manager now. Senior manager. This Alto car which I had bought it 7 years back, Alto car, zero, faltu car, forget it. Esteem. I am the general manager. Now I'll be needing higher car. Higher car means what? Any higher means I don't even know the names. Okay, higher car. I'll be needing that car now. So esteem needs. Okay, and afterwards what happens? You spend 25, 30 years and you retire. 30, 35 years, you retire. Then you say self actualization. Nothing, so all are same. Let it be general manager, let it be managing director, let it be clerical, everyone is same. Self actualization means that at that time human beings understand that there's nothing as such. So some big name, big post, nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, so that is the basic self actualization needs. Similarly, customers also have the same habit. Okay, everyone follows the same sequence. So what are the products? Look at this, physiological. So here these are the basic products: core savings bank account, Jandan account, personal accident cover, housing loan, low cost housing. Housing loans over here means low cost housing. Okay, safety needs means a bit higher. Somebody is earning a bit higher than this above one. So FDs are given to them. Life insurance products are given to them with lower premium. Remember, premium is lower. Okay. Some tax planning, not all. Okay, because this tax planning is this guy is generally in the 7 lakhs limit. Okay, so tax planning is given lesser over here. Some tax planning is introduced. Then social needs. This customer is a rich customer. So your consumer loans, personal loans, home loans, car loans, professionals, doctors, and all these. Okay, insurance cover, retail gold coins, health policies for self and policy family. Then esteem needs, very rich guy. Special term deposits, higher rate. Term insurance products, higher premium. Second housing loans. Second housing means by this time this person has already one house. Now second home loan, right? Home decor loans, decoration, improvement loans. Actualization means after retirement. This person means pensioner loans, retirement solutions, pension plans, citizen deposit accounts. Okay, so these all come under this Maslow's hierarchy. Maslow's hierarchy is an important criteria in banking, and each and every exam has Maslow's hierarchy. Each and every exam. Your exam also you'll have Maslow's hierarchy, definitely. These five needs will be given, and they'll ask you some questions like this only. Consumer loans are given in which category, or Jandan account is opened in which category. If your bank is having a premium of insurance premium of, let's say, 1 lakh rupees per year, insurance premium of 1 lakh per year, whom will you target? Now tell me, everyone, let me ask you the question. If your bank has brought a new insurance product with the premium of 1 lakh per year, 1 lakh, whom will you target over here? Physiological, security, social, or esteem? Whom will you target? Physiological, security, social, or esteem? Whom will you target? 1 lakh premium. What do you say? Whom will you target? Correct. Who's this? Kishore. Esteem customer you will target. Higher level, highest level customer. Esteem. Okay. So this is the way. These are the questions asked. Okay. So customers are mainly in these pyramids. Okay. Retail customer requirement about service quality. What does the customer require? Tangibility, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. So these are the five elements required by the customer. Tangibility means what? What do you mean by tangible? Tangible means suppose if the customer comes in the branch, okay, that customer must see importantly cleanliness in the branch. Suppose imagine you go to some bank, okay, or let me ask you one question, simple question. Let me ask you, everyone. Let me ask you a simple question. How many of you go in government hospitals? Or how many of you put your children in government schools? How many? How many of you put your children in government schools? Or how many of you put your children in government? You go to government hospital for any medical emergency? Do you go? How many of you go? Government hospitals. Type yes in the comment section if you go. Has anyone gone there? I know none of us go. Why? Why don't we go? Why don't we go there? Tangible. We see the things over there. Uncleanliness is there. Then the level of teaching is not that many a times. Okay, so that's why this tangibility plays an important role. Service level, correct. So it plays an important role. Customer must be able to see this, feel this. Okay, reliability. Whenever this customer gives you any job, that should be done. That is called as reliable. Responsiveness. Response means responding to that customer. Responding means if I give you a job, you must immediately respond to me whether it will be done or not done. Both the things should be given. Done or not done. Even if you tell the customer, sir, this is not possible in our bank, then also customer is happy. But if you keep this any element for a long period and don't answer that customer, then the customer gets irritated. Okay, so we must always be responsive to the customer. Assurance means once that job is given to you and you say yes, that should be done. That is an assurance. Empathy means thinking from the customer's angle. Always think from the customer's angle. Means why? Because here one thing I have noted many times, our bank timings are when they close. Okay, dot, let's say it closes at 4 p.m, let's say, or 5 p.m. If my bank closes at 5 p.m., dot 5 p.m. my shutter is down. So what happens at that time? If some customer comes in an urgency, sir, this is very urgent, kindly do it. Many of the times we in nationalized banks, what do we tell the customer? Not possible. Come tomorrow. Not possible. But this is not empathy. You must see here, once in a while it's okay to do it. Otherwise, what happens? This customer will lose faith in you. Okay, so empathy means thinking from the customer's angle. Retail customers requirement from the branch, from the banks, right product mix to satisfy different customer. Right product mix. What do you mean by product mix? Product mix means what all requirements of the client. See here, product mix means it relates to deposits, it relates to loans. Okay, it relates to TPP, third party. This is known as the mix, product mix, right product mix. We must be able to cater to all the customer requirements. That is known as product mix. Right channel mix. Channel mix means I must be able to contact the customer through various channels, direct and e-channels. Direct means what? This is branch. Direct channels means branch. And e-channels means all those ATM, internet banking, app banking, then social media, everything. Structured process time across products and adherence to the time prescriptions. So structured process time. The time should be tagged. This is what we call it TAD, turnaround time. The TAD should be defined. That's why we have citizens charter. Do we have it in your banks? Citizen charter. Do you have it in your banks? Citizen charter. Do you have the citizen charter in your bank? Everyone? Something you have written in your branch? Citizen charter? Some word has been written somewhere in your branch? Citizen charter. Okay? Anyone has seen this word? Yes. What does that citizen charter mean? Citizen charter means what is the time prescribed for each transaction, and that should be given to that customer. Okay? So that is that turnaround time. Delivery of promises with regards to products and services. Delivery of promises. Whatever I promise, I must be able to deliver. If I say your account will be opened in 1 day, so it means it should be opened in 1 day. Satisfactory service experience from delivery channels and service personnel. So satisfactory service experience. So that's why we have that star rating. Star rating, right? You have the star rating. So this comes in the delivery channels and for service personnel, even in the service branch, the customer should be satisfied. Okay, that is the main point about retail banking. Okay, time bound, correct. Branding. Different bankers market their different products in different names, though they have common features. Here, different names are there, but after all, products are same. Saving is saving, current is current, loan is loan, right? But we have different names. Okay. The idea of this is to make the customer identify the bank with a particular name. Okay, identify the bank with a particular name. For example, I'll give you. If I say Yono, what do you remember? Which bank do you remember? If I say Yono, which bank do you remember? I'll say Yono. Which bank? Which bank do you remember? It is correct. SBI. That is known as branding. Identify the bank with a particular product. The initiatives of the bank to create a recall of these products is known as branding. Recall means just now I said you said SBI. So this is known as branding and recall. Banks have adopted two types of branding. One is product branding separately, and corporate branding. Product means what? It is related to product. Yono is a product of SBI. Yono, okay? It is one of the channels of SBI. Similarly, Kotak had one product called as Kotak, I think so, 999. They had one savings account. They came with this ad, Kotak 999. Many other banks have the same. Okay. Second is corporate branding. Corporate means company branding. Company. Okay. So, for example, LIC. LIC. जिंदगी के साथ भी जिंदगी के बाद भी. What do you mean by this? This is a company branding. Okay. LIC is a main brander of brand created in India. जिंदगी के साथ भी जिंदगी के बाद भी. This is basically LIC. So this is corporate branding. This branding is of the company. Okay. Approaches to retail banking. So just now we did this in the morning only. Main approaches are SBU, departmental and integrated. We have done this, so we won't waste much time on this. So those who are on YouTube, kindly, and you in paid class also, you guys kindly subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe to this. Okay. In this channel, I give you daily updates. Okay, daily free YouTube series at 6 a.m. in the morning for RBWM. Various questions are given, objective questions. Okay, so these questions are given. So that's why subscribe to this channel immediately and watch this channel on the regular basis. Similarly, you will get all the updates from IIBF. Okay, if you have any change in the venue, timing, anything, so that is basically this officers in this channel, you'll get it. So click on that bell icon. SBU approach here, we have done this, so I'll just go through it now. New generation private sector banks, okay, they follow this SBU approach. In the morning only we did this. Autonomous divisions, small enough to be flexible and large enough to exercise control over most of the factors affecting long-term performance. SBU can be defined as profit centers. Here in the morning I told you, each unit should be should generate their own income, which focuses on product offering and market segment. SBU can be a business unit of a large corporation or it can be a business in itself. So each SBU should be a profit center. SBUs are flexible, okay, and large enough to exercise control. Forget this. Flexible is important. SBUs are flexible. They are followed in new generation private sector banks, departmental, public sector banks. Rather than dividing on strategic or business lines, an organization can be divided on basis of functions. Means clearing. Function means what? Clearing is a function. Clearing, cash, savings, account opening. We have a separate team called account opening. Okay, these are all departments. Okay, so these are functions. The departmental approach is specialized functional approach within an organization. The approach segregates the function of an organization into departments such as accounting, marketing, finance, cash, clearing, etc. Okay. So this is followed in public sector banks. And last is integrated, adopted by smaller banks or smaller businesses. It combines all socio-economic aspects and adopts cohesive approach. Cohesive means what? Combined. Combined. So that's why in the morning, what did I tell you? Cohesive, combined means all of them do all the jobs to tackle the problems of the business. It is assumed that having a unified business would reduce risk and increase profitability through large scale rather than having separate entities of each business line. So each one does each job. That is basically integrated approach. Business models, once again, business models, old generation private banks, they here, the positioning platform is based on overall business plan. Now look at this. Important question comes over here. Okay. Old generation private banks means what? Karur Vaishya Bank, KVB. Karnataka Bank, KB. Okay. Then there are Federal Bank. Federal Bank is also one of the old private sector banks. And new age private sector banks means all these HDFC, ICICI, Axis, okay, Axis, okay. All these are new private sector. And foreign banks means all Citibank, then DBS, HSBC, all these, okay. So, old generation private banks focus on overall business plan. Their positioning is based on overall business plan. New generation private banks position is the top slot across all the class of the banks. Remember, they always focus on top slot. They always feel that they should be in number one position. Foreign banks, they do not follow positioning. They do not care for positioning. They only have business objective. If there is no business, they leave this segment totally. Okay, so foreign banks, no positioning. They follow business objectives only. What are neobanks? Neobanks are fintech firms that function like banks and operate digitally, a collection of financial apps and services. In the morning, I gave you neobanks, Paytm, PhonePe. Okay. The primary purpose of neobank in the economy is to provide cutting-edge financial services and facilities through fintech and artificial intelligence at a lower cost. There is no conventional brick and mortar branch of the neobanks. No branch. Remember, no branch, okay, of neobanks. They use basically fintech and AI. Okay. Then collection of financial apps and services. There are no branches. Okay. See this. How is the neobank function? Look at this neobank. Okay, this image. This will give you the clear picture of how does the neobank function. See, this is a traditional bank. Traditional means brick and mortar, branch. Okay. Now, what has happened in this branch banking? We have IT also. We have internet also. So, traditional bank has branch and internet. Digital banks. What do the digital banks have? They have internet, online banking, mobile apps, and no brick and mortar branch. Okay. So these guys have no brick and mortar, but they have large financial institutions. Means what? Digital bank. This is of HDFC Digital Bank, SBI Digital Bank. So there is a bank called as SBI, and based on that they have digital bank. So digital bank also doesn't have any branch. Remember, they don't have any branch, but they have a backing of some big company, big bank. Whereas neobanks, these are the separate entities over here. No backing of the big companies, no backing. No brick and mortar locations. 100% mobile apps and startups. Okay. This is Neobank. Okay. Got it? So we'll stop over here today. Retail versus corporate. Tomorrow we'll be doing branch profitability. Okay. Very important topic. Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join it today itself, because tomorrow we are doing this branch profitability. Very important chapter. Very, because it has numericals. We'll be doing that. Okay. So how to join this? Those who want to join this, how to join this? Go through the app. Okay. Or I will suggest you can go through this website also. In the app, you're getting almost 1% extra using the coin systems. Go to JIB and CIB on Adda 24/7 app. Click on JIB October 23. Done. See this. You'll see this RBWM badge. Click on this RBWM badge. You will see the details. See this fees. 77% off. 574 rupees is the only fees. My 574 is what this amount, man. Okay. Ebooks are available, videos are available, test series are available, online live classes are available. Remember, test series ebooks. Look at these ebooks. Click on this ebook. You'll see subject. Okay, click on this subject. You'll see chapter wise ebooks. Everyone in the class, kindly follow these ebooks also. Read these ebooks as much as possible. Test series, give these tests. Okay, RBWM tests are available. Give these tests. Everyone, try to give this as many tests as possible. Okay. So subject wise, module wise tests are available. So that's how you can join this. Just click on buy now. Then code is already applied. Off is already given. So click on continue. Done. Fill in the details. That's it. Okay. So join fast. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be back with the next topic, that is branch profitability. And tomorrow I'll be sharing with you the question bank, and tomorrow I'll be sharing the question bank. Main question bank I'll be sharing tomorrow. Okay. So those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join it today itself. Chalo, bye everyone. Don't forget to give the ratings at the end. Ratings. Okay. Don't forget to give the ratings at the end. Okay. Chalo, bye everyone.